We're doing it again! Today we're going to be talking about potions and what you need to be doing in order to maintain them and keep the right ones in your inventory instead of filling up your inventory space. So let's dive in. Hi, my name is Zoe, and this is Snitches and Witches, and if you have played literally 5 minutes of Wizards Unite, then you know that inventory is difficult to keep on top of, and in fact, it feels like a never-ending struggle keeping up with your inventory. It does not have to be. If you want to see how to keep on top of all of your potions ingredients, then what you need to do is go check out the first video that I did on inventory management, which was during launch week, and that was a really fun week. Today we're going to be talking specifically about potions and what you need to be doing with your potions inventory space in order to be as efficient as possible. It comes down to 3 different factors. 1, you should always be brewing and keeping a hold of your extimulo potions. There should never be a time when there isn't extimulo potion either in your queue or brewing in your cauldron or in your rental cauldron. Extimulo potions are great because they're useful in almost every single situation, from wizarding challenges to encountering foundables. So you need to be keeping those in your inventory at all times. Second thing that should factor into what potions you keep and ditch is your playstyle. The majority of the decisions that you have to make are going to be for you specifically. If you only go do wizarding challenges on the weekends with your friends, then you probably am. What the hell? That was mean. If you only go and do wizarding challenges on the weekend with your friends, then you probably don't need a whole slew of health potions when you do, or invigoration drive. What about foundables? Are you only looking for high-level foundables now that you have rounded out most of your inventory? You then probably don't need to keep your hands on so many lower-level extimulo potions, and you definitely don't need to keep all of those wizarding challenge drops. So there's 3 different playstyles that we're going to cover here. The first one is doing deep dungeoneering, going in crazy hard on those deep dungeons. Well, in that case, you're going to want to keep your hands on wit-sharpening potions for elite foes, and you're going to want to keep your hands on a lot of health potions. But if you're only doing foundables and you're only grounding foundables for like 3 hours a day all week, then you should keep your hands on a lot of dawdle drop along with all levels of your extimulo potions. And then if you're only doing multiplayer dungeons, probably on the weekend with your friends, that sort of thing, you need to keep your hands on health potions and invigoration drops. And for the most part, you can delete the rest of them. Do not ever, and I mean this from the core of my being, do not ever delete a Barufios or I will come for you. Barufios are amazing. You keep them going through all of these different instances and you will have a very happy playstyle because your experience will be amazing. Yeah, points, that is. I mean, I like playing this game too, so my experience is pretty great. As for the levels that you should cap everything off, again, that has to do a lot with playstyle. If we go into my potions vault, you'll see that I have 70 space, but there are 9 different potions, so I can't really say keep 10 each. And again, I definitely do not need 8 wit-sharpening potions. I very rarely come up against elite foes, so I'm going to delete half of them, so I'm down to 4. That's helped my inventory space quite a bit. But I have a lot of Barufios, and I have a lot of healing potions. Well, that's because I'm going on wizarding challenges today, and I need the health potions. And with that, now we have to talk about potion brewing and what you should be brewing and when. And again, that all has to do with your playstyle. Obviously, the shorter potions can be brewed easier if you are awake. And then for the longer brew time potions, things like Barufios, which takes 12 hours to brew, or Potent Extimulo, which takes 8 hours to brew. Those 2 things you could probably brew in your sleep. 6-hour potions, those ones are tricky. Even the 4-hour potions are a little tricky. You could just brew them while you're at work, that's perfectly acceptable, or if you don't mind checking your phone the whole time, you can always brew those shorter 2-hour potions and 3-hour potions. Again, it matters on how much time you have and what you're going to be doing. The good thing about the queue is that you can queue up 4 different potions, so you could technically have 48 hours worth of potions sitting there just brewing while you hang out, and that's just fine. For me, I like having things constantly going. I like to keep my queue pretty much constantly full, so I always have something brewing. I like this spot a lot. Anywho's, Wizard Confoundable guy has got like, he's so angry that he doesn't know what he's forgotten with the remember all. He's like, oh, I don't like it. Why can't I remember? One thing that I find really entertaining is, this is completely beside the point of the entire video, is during I think it was San Diego Comic-Con panel where they were talking about everything. They talked about how they use motion capture suits in order to get a lot of the different movements and things for the foundables. And I thought that was just so cool. I love that so much. I really have had a weird fascination with motion capture for a very long time. I find it a very interesting way of filmmaking. Okay, now we're gonna do some resource management here. Nope. Really don't want to be sitting on top of a hornet's nest today. That's not on my to-do list. Thank you.
I'm gonna delete some honey water. Well, I'm here, but y'all need to go.
Really hate being stung by bees. I don't know anybody who does, but like, I particularly hate it. So I freak out. Sneeze wart. What's this for? Invigoration drag. I don't need 22 of yous. I have trouble dragging that slider for whatever reason. Go away! Oh! If you have trouble dragging that slider like I do, supposedly you can do inventory management. Oh. From here now. Yes. Okay, we've got enough for our healing potion. Other than Ditney, you can actually type in the amount. There we go. Most of your interactions with your inventory is going to be highly strategic, and you just have to factor in all the different ways that you use and play the game. That's all I've got for you guys today. Let me know in the comments, what's your favorite potion to keep around at all times? And remember that I love you all always. I gotta go find a bathroom. Okay, bye. Ugh.